everybody, and welcome back to the kingdom. I'm the Duke, aka DUKeNATOR. We are playing Valheim Mistlands. It's a Let's Build series, and as you can see, some nice scenery behind me. I've been hard at work building teleportation rooms, building the teleportation hub as well. As you can see, the walls are getting higher and higher. But it also means that I've been farming stone so much that it's coming out of my ears, I think. So in this episode we are just going to take a little break and do something else. As you can see, this room has finally gotten its roof. But yeah, we're going to take a little break and see if we can find obsidian. Now the reason for that is I want to take on Bone Mass, the next boss. The portal room I'm building here is the boss's room, so this will have portals that goes to each one of the bosses. And I want to take on Bone Mass, but before I do that, I'm going to try and see if I can get obsidian to make some obsidian armor. And if I can find some silver along the way, that would be even better as well. I do recall, as you can see, there's a mountain over here, but there's no obsidian or anything over there. It's just a very, very small part of mountain. But I do recall every time I go to the swamp with my boat, I can actually see some very high mountains over on this side somewhere. So I'm going to try and find that today. And as you can see here in the swamp, I actually found my way to Bone Mass, and I've placed a portal for him. So I'm getting ready to take him on, which is going to be a pretty long fight usually, the way I fight him, but you will see how that works later. So I'm going to see if I can explore this coast over here. There should be a coast, and see if I can get to the mountains. That seems to be somewhere around this area. So I will bring you back as soon as I make my way over there. So here we are. We are going to scout the coast to see if we can find a safe place to dock and build a teleporter. I'm not sure if you can really make it out, but there in the background, just above the sails, you can see the high mountains that I was talking about. And that is what we are aiming for. So let's see, this is still Black Forest. It looks like it is plains up ahead. That is not good news. I'm not ready for the plains just yet. So let's see what else we can find here. And that Black Forest, I'm not sure how far that is from the mountain, and if we can actually make it to the mountain from over there. Yeah, this is not looking good. It's all plains. That's not quite the mountaintop I had in mind. There's the other mountain right there at the back. That looks quite high. The problem is the plains. So let's scout a little bit more and see what we can find. Okay, I've been really lucky with this map so far. It seems there's this small little strip of meadows right in between the plains. If it goes all the way to the mountain, I'm not sure, but I think it's worth a look. So we're just going to see if we can park our boat. It might be a tight fit in between the planes, but let's see. So far so good. And there's even a house. We can fix this up and use it as an outpost. Right next to the mountain. This is brilliant. This is absolutely brilliant. Okay, and of course I didn't make sure that I brought enough food, so we will have to get the teleporter up and running to make sure we can go back and get some food. Just need about 10. So we can place down workbench. Let's put it outside for now so I can fix the place first. Like that. And we're just going to go around and fix everything. Like so. And the ones on the outside as well. That's about it. Okay, so let's see if we can fix the roof as well. And of course we need more wood. The other good thing is it's not too far from the coast, so if we do get silver, it would be easily transportable down to the coast where our boat is waiting. Then it can be shipped to the base and processed. That one, there's one missing over on this side. And of course we need a door, but I prefer the bigger doors. Something like that. Let's bring in the workbench. And place it down against this wall. We're going to have to remove this chest because it's slightly in the way. You can build the teleporter. And we will call this Mountain 2, I think. Yeah, I've already got a Mountain 1. The mountain that had nothing on it, actually. And we will just go to that one for now. Let's get some storage as well. I hope I've got enough wood for a couple. No. Need more wood. So the idea is to get enough obsidian to make enough arrows to take on bone mass. But I'm probably going to need a couple of 100 arrows, to be honest. And some shelving so we can get more chest down. That, and I'm not, yeah, I'm out of it. Okay. Well, for now, let's just go and get some more food, and then we will be back and continue our search for the obsidian and maybe some silver as well. So I got some food, I've got potions, that will help me. Let's drop off anything that's unnecessary, like those things. Now, when it comes to mountains or the snow biome, I prefer to take it fairly slowly. I don't want to rush into something where I find myself overwhelmed. So I prefer the bow. We need to watch out for the drakes, which I don't think is going to be much of a problem, but the wolves might be if there's more than one. Let's go ahead and use the frost resistance meat. Yeah. And see if we can find anything. The last thing I want to take on at this stage is a golem. They are just very, very hard to kill it when you only have iron. It seems there is some silver to my left and a lot of obsidian up there as well. So it's that way, but I want to make sure the coast is clear first. Not really a potential for harvesting stone, it has to be said. Maybe these two up here. That could potentially work. Make sure there's no enemies around. Oh, there's usually a golem close to those little cabins up in the snow. So we'll try and stay clear from that one for now. I don't see any drakes. Maybe none has spawned in because there's a ruin as well, which is usually close to a spawning point. So at this stage I'm just going to switch over to my shield and sword. And there's a drake. And another cabin. And I can faintly hear a wolf somewhere. Let's see if we can take down that drake. He's coming our way anyway. No problem. That looks like an ice cave. Yeah, that's an ice cave as well. Nice location. There seems to be a dragon egg nest over on that side, over there. I wonder if Modor might be somewhere close by or not. But apparently I am standing right on top of the silver. There's another one to my northeast. It's just somewhere over there, I think. Now, normally you would need an item that you get from bone mass to find the silver. Luckily, I'm using a mod that just shows me where the resources are, so that allows me to move a little bit faster. As this is not about really the bosses. They are just my way of means to get building more and more. As soon as I can get to the plains and harvest star, that will be a good day. Okay, so it seems we found some good silver here. I'm just going to start clearing out around the silver, see if I can get underneath it, so I can fell it all in one hit basically. And I'm just going to follow the veins. There's usually 3 of them. Okay, so this is what I was aiming for, to get all the ground underneath the silver vein removed. But as it stands now, I doubt it's going to work. For the main reason, it's sort of connected to this rock over here. So I'm going to have to see if I can remove it from the silver, because I don't want it to have any contact. That usually causes problems for the silver not to fall all at once. If I can get to it. Probably have to go up on top. It's almost dark as well. And I don't really want to be here when it gets dark. So I'm just going to go back to base, sleep it off, and I'll be back in the morning to come and finish the job. It is early morning and I am back. I've got my rested bonus back as well. And heading back up the mountain to see if we can harvest that silver that we're starting to harvest. Very fortunate to actually find silver this quickly, even before finding any obsidian. Trying to make sure there's no enemies around, as visibility is getting poor at the moment and I can't get up here. And a wolf. Got him. I don't really see any other enemies. For the moment, that is. Okay, so let's keep clearing out the rock at the top. I don't want it to touch or influence the silver at all. Where's that wreck? There it is, coming back. Okay. The bonus, of course, is that we actually now have an opportunity to harvest stone as well. And we should also get some stone with the silver. Another drake somewhere. There he is. Nice of you to drop by. And he's down. Now what you want to do with the silver hanging in the air like this is you want to actually aim for this middle part where they come together. Oh, now I hear some wolves. Really? And then start hammering away at that part. And as you can see, big lag, but it all dropped in one go. Oh, there he is. Hello, sir. Ready to die? And another one. And another drake as well. Wow, they're really popping up out of the woodwork now, aren't they? And already we are full. Silver seems to be quite heavy, 420 per stack. That is a lot. Okay, what I want to try and do now is my portal is that way. So let's see if I can carve a way out of here. That's just a little bit easier to get in and out of. Yeah, I think this can do. Going down is easier, of course. Just don't overdo the speed and you might get hurt. So this has worked out pretty perfectly for us, to be honest. I'll put the silver up here on the left and start fill it with other things from the bottom right. With the plains I thought we were going to have a problem getting to the mountain, but there's nice little strip of meadows right in between it, right next to the mountain, right next to the silver. Really good for us. So let's go back up. I can see another drake up there. If he stops moving, I could hit him. Bingo. I can see blood, but I'm not sure where he actually fell. Can't see the freeze glands as well. Anyway, I just need to get up there. Up to my entrance. And full. Yep, silver. It's quite heavy, but I am getting a lot of it, so I don't mind. It's just going to be running it down the whole time, coming back up to collect and running it down the whole time. So I think what I'll do is, when that is done, I will bring you back. Okay, we've cleared out all of the silver and the rocks that was laying here, but I don't really want to leave without any obsidian. So let's see if we can harvest some of that. I can see there's a couple of in front of me down there. Just making sure I'm not running into a pack of wolves or something. Because that would not be the best ideas. I suppose I can make silver arrows as well. I'm just not sure if I'm going to have enough silver for armor and arrows. So let me get some obsidian as well, just in case. As much as I can, actually. Another one over here. And there's one as well. Now the best cluster I think is over on this side. There's the ice cave. And I'm freezing. And I might have enough wolf pelt now to actually craft a cape from a wolf cape. Oh, there's two wolves. Which would allow me to come here without any potions, resistant potions. I really thought they would have seen me over there. Oh, that's a golem. That's a golem. I can see him from right over here. So let's try and stay away from him. He's gotten up. Of course I'm not going to try and fight him. There's no use. It's just going to take way too long, so I'll probably just run around and try avoid him as much as possible. They are quite persistent though, I have to say. Let's just hope we don't run into wolves as well. Oh, there's another golem over on that side. And I can hear him, he just woke up. Yeah, there he is. And that one seems to be fighting something, so time to get out of here, I think. Maybe grab some more obsidian on the way out. That's just a normal rock. Yeah. Now I've got some more drakes on me. So can't see him. Where is he? Wait for him to turn, come back, and boom. And thanks to the fire arrow, he just burns to his own death. Now where did those freezer glands go to? Disappeared by the looks of it. Okay. It's 118 obsidian. I think that should be enough for arrows. All I'm going to do now is just take the silver back to the boat. I can always come back via the portal to get the other things. So that's what I'm going to do. Got a nice bit of wolf pelts as well. So let me just drop these off and then take the silver back to the boat. And I'll bring you back when all of that is done. Hopefully no deaf mosquitoes makes their way over here. But yeah, good outing so far. So let's keep it that way. Well, we have all the silver in the boat and we are heading back to our main base to have them processed. But I have to say this is really a game that I like playing. I've got over 1,600 hours in it already, and it still captivates me. The scenery sometimes, the world seeds that change basically the world every time you play it. The freedom to go and do what you want to do. It really is extraordinary game, and I mean 1,600 hours into it, and it's not even fully released yet. It's still early access. But this is really one of the top games I've played in a long time. For me as a builder, you know, just giving me a platform to go out there and build to my heart's content. I won't say I'm the best builder, of course I'm not. There are a lot of other players who build a lot better than me. I prefer to build a lot more practical, as you've probably seen. But still, this is a game that just captivates you, like one of these moments, for instance, where I'm sailing at the moment on the open sea. I've got nothing else to do than look around and just enjoy the tranquility of it all. And also try not to run yourself into an island. It's not all fun and games, of course. As soon as there's a storm brewing and the sea gets really rough, especially on a smaller boat. But still, I think I'm gonna be playing this game for many years to come, that's for sure. So I'll just drink another cup of my tea and I'll enjoy the ride, and I'll see you back at main base. As we drift into port, you can see why I wanted it to be a certain height. Just gonna park this right here. This allows me to easily get out of the boat, but also access the storage from over here. I'm gonna take all of it, which puts me overweight, carrying too much. But now I can just head on over to my chests, which is over here. And I can just drop it off in this chest, all ready to be put into the smelters. As you can see, we've got a guest enjoying the view. Iron that has been worked on. I've got a lot more iron in here, iron scraps, and then on this side that's where I put the iron that's been finished. So I can get my coal from over here, put it in the smelters, get the silver, load it up, and that's going to work for me. This is the port. I've been working a little bit on it, not finished of course. This is how I get most of my fish. I just pick it up. Another visitor. The idea later on is to have enough of these workbenches all over the island, so there's no spawn points for them anywhere. But that will come as we build all across the island and fill it up. Something to look forward to, of course. The port is also starting to take shape, as I said, still building and working on it. The good news is that we also got a lot of stone from harvesting that silver. So I'm going to bring that over, and then I'm going to continue working on the teleporter rooms, especially for the bosses, so that we can get that in place. This has been a very chilled out episode, just roaming and yeah, finding some obsidian and luckily also some silver. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit laid back, but that's also needed from time to time. Please subscribe and comment if you see fit, share it if you want, and I will see you next time. Enjoy.